Let us go across to our technical guest and get some BTST ideas, and it is truly BTST because the trade is open tomorrow. Naresh, let me toss it to you. BTST, STBT, what do you have for us?
So two BTSTs on stocks which have hit new 52-week highs today. First, a buy on BPCL. Momentum continues. Stop loss at 478. Target price of 495. Second is a buy on Indian Hotels. Fresh new all-time highs here. Stop loss at 475. Target price of 495.
Hey, Kunal, what about you?
So two BTST calls. First is the one Apollo Hospital, something which we flagged off a couple of days back. Targets revised to 6,200. Stop loss could be kept at 59.50. And second would be a fresh buy on HDFC Life. This is a complete contra call. The stock is almost at its previous major swing lows at 600, 610 odd levels. So would suggest a buy with a contra expectation that this could be a major bottom in place for the stock. Buy with a target of 660. Stop loss at 600.
HDFC Life, that's the interesting one that Kunal is pointing out. But before I move forward, I need a chart check, Naresh, on a couple of these names. Z Entertainment, it's taking a further slide of 7%. Seems like that people are losing the patience on that one a bit. And the other one is Oracle Financial Services. We have been chatting about it, but it's up another 4% right now.
So Z is something which has been a mirage in terms of the way it has always reversed from the 290-300 mark. So would not look at it. Would look at it only once the event is over or if the stock prices crosses 290-300. On the lower end, 190-200 has been a major support zone ever since the last 2 years. So no major view. OFSS, I would say this is a time to book profits. For the first time, the stock is actually going into a derivative ban as well. So, and the stock has moved up 30% in one session. So time to take some profits off on OFSS.
In the meantime, just looking at how the market is wrapping up for the day, while of course this week we've had a bit of a choppy ride, 1.5% lower thereabouts is where we are settling in at that 21,643 odd mark. Kunal, I know we'll have the same discussion tomorrow because remember, tomorrow is also a trading day. But how are we pegged for next week, given what we've seen with the market this week?
But this week is longer. Next week is going to be truncated. Don't forget the Friday holiday.
Yeah. So fortunate for that. But one thing is very certain that this market is not the same market what we had seen over the last 2-3 months because of the impairment which we've got after this correction in the large cap private sector banking names. So there's going to be a lot of hard work for many of the other large cap stocks to try and offset the losses from these large cap private sector banks which we've seen over the last 3-4 days. And if that's the case, then we may be seeing some bit of stability coming back into the indices. But if we keep on seeing some negative surprises and the price action for many of the stocks gets into a negative territory, sooner or later it's going to impact the index trends. So I think the best position or the best strategy over here is to have a slight light position size than maybe what one could probably have been taking in the entire end of 2023. I believe that it's a better strategy this time around because to try and navigate such kind of uncertainty where it's very difficult to expect whether the stocks will open with a gap up or gap down post results, I think it's better to go with light positions.
Okay, closing in, almost 1% higher, 170 points up in the greens, and that's not really giving you a reason to complain. What, of course, is going to be critical is what Reliance does today when it reports its numbers and how private banks move on from here, given that you've got ICICI Bank, Kotak as well, due to report their numbers tomorrow. And what we've seen from HDFC Bank, what a historic week it's been for HDFC Bank, this one. And what we've seen as a state for an inline set of numbers, which was IndusInd Bank today. By the way, RBL as well reporting its numbers, but we'll track those numbers closely after this quick break on the next show.